In this lesson, we're going to be solving some more equations. This time, we will have variables on both sides of the equal sign. We're still going to do the same thing of undoing the operations in the reverse order. For our first equation here, we see that there is the variable d on both sides of the equal sign. We need to decide which one to subtract. We can either subtract 4d or 5d. If I were to subtract 5d, that would leave the right side of my equal sign equaling 0, and that won't help us solve our equation. So the better thing to do would be to subtract 4d to both sides. 4d minus 4d would be 0, so those cancel out, and we're left with 8. 5d minus 4d is 1d, so 8 is equal to d, or 8 is equal to 1d. So now we can check our answer. Rewrite the original equation. Every time you see the letter D, instead of writing D this time, we're going to replace it with our answer, which is 8. So then times 5 times 8. So first we need to multiply. 4 times 8 is 32. 5 times 8 is 40. 32 plus 8 is 40, so 40 equals 40. Does this check out? Yes, it does. Okay, this next one, we have the variable n on both sides of our equal sign. This time we can subtract either the 6n or the 4n. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 4n to both sides. These will cancel here. I'm left with negative 5 on this side. And 6n minus 4n is 2n. So then I have 2n minus 1. So now I can combine my like terms by adding 1 to both sides here. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0, so we're left with 2n equal to negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. Divide by 2. 2's will cancel here. N equals negative 4 divided by 2 would be negative 2. So now we need to check our answer. Every time we see the letter N, we need to put negative 2, which is our answer. So I'm rewriting the original equation here. Now instead of writing N, I'm going to write negative 2. So 4 times negative 2 minus 5. So multiply first. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 12 minus 1 is negative 13. Negative 8 minus 5 is negative 13. So this one checks out. For this last one, we have a couple rational coefficients. We have a couple fractions. We're going to treat our fractions the same way we would a whole number. We either need to add 1/6 x to both sides, or we need to subtract 2/3 x to both sides. So it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to add 1/6 x to both sides. So negative 1/6 plus 1/6 cancels out. So on this side I'm left with 9. 2/3 plus 1/6 x equals 5/6 x. And you can just type that in on your calculator if you need to. Then I need to add 1 to both sides. These will cancel here. 5/6 x equals 10. Now to get rid of a fraction there so that our variable x is alone, we need to multiply by the reciprocal. So we multiply by the reciprocal on both sides. These will cancel here. X equals, we'll put 10 over 1. 5 becomes a 1. 5 goes into 10 2 times. 2 times 6 is 12. So we get x equals 12. So now let's check our answer. Every time I see the variable x, I'm going to put 12. So I'll rewrite the original problem. 2/3 times 12 over 1. Just going to make it a little easier on myself here. Equals 9 minus 1/6 times 12 over 1. So 3 cancels out, the 12 becomes a 4, 2 times 4 is 8. 6 cancels out, the 12 becomes a 2. 2 times -1 would be -2. So 8 minus 1 is 7. 9 minus 2 is 7. So this one checks out. Please complete all 3 practice problems as well as check all of them to make sure you got the correct answer.